What's up, guys? Welcome to NMDTV. K's all day. If you're rocking with the UD, you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. Michigan State 38, Miami 17 in Miami's house. Listen, it's plain and simple. There's one takeaway from this whole game, and it's that the Manny Diaz era is over. There's nothing he can do to save it, right? And listen, I'm talking to you, Manny Diaz apologists. First of all, I want to say you guys aren't wrong for riding for your coach, right? People like me, who after the FIU loss was done with them, said that we knew he wasn't the guy to win 10 games. And then people after the Alabama game who said we're done with them. Listen, the people who weren't a part of those groups who stood in the paint with Manny, hey, you guys, y'all did your job. You stood up for your coach, but now it's time to wake up. After yesterday, there are no more excuses for Manny Diaz. There are no more excuses, and that's because Mel Tucker, who this is second year with the Michigan State team, who he got a team that was left in scandal and trash, and he now in his second year has them at 3-0 with the top 25 win in your house, Manny Diaz. He walked up into your crib, Manny Diaz. He took your remote, Manny Diaz, and started to watch whatever Netflix show he wanted to watch while you was sitting your silly ass on the sideline looking lost. We know what this video is about. And it's Manny, there's no more excuses. Out of excuses. There's no more. Because Manny has made a lot of them. Hey, we're early in the tenure. Well, hey, buddy, now we're 3 years in and we're seeing the same shit. We got rid of Dan Enos. Got Rhett Lashley. Same old shit. Got rid of Blake Baker. Made you the defensive coordinator. Same old shit. You know, we're making a lot of changes. Now there's only one change to left, my friend. And that's for Manny Diaz to get the hell out. Because the players, listen, man, I don't know. I honestly do not know what is going on under Manny Diaz. But I can tell you right now, it's not correlating into wins. When it comes down to it, are you winning games or not? And I hear people out there, they say the excuse, well, Manny Diaz, he needs time. And I do agree. You know, sometimes you can't expect the coach just to come in, win a national championship, come in, win the ACC. But damn, you got to give us something. Is a couple victories over Florida State, who is down bad right now. That's the only thing positive on his resume. When people look at coaches like Clay Helton, who was finally fired, why did he keep his job as long as he did? Well, shit. They won a Rose Bowl. He won a big game here and there. What about Cristobal? You know, same thing. He won a Rose Bowl. He was competing with teams like Auburn, right? Going down to the nail. And then we finally saw him get over the hump and beat a big team in Ohio State. When you're giving a coach time, you understand he needs time, but we got to see something. We got to see something that we can feed on. No longer can we feed on we got a new turnover chain. No longer can we feed on we got new transfers coming in. No longer can we feed on we got the recruits coming in and they're part of the solution. No, the solution is simple. It's time. It's time to move forward by taking one step back, and that's get rid of our head coach. Listen, some of y'all are saying we can make a run through this ACC. Listen, if you honestly believe that Manny Diaz can gather this team up and make a run through the ACC, you on that good. You smoking that good. Because I'm telling you right now, this shit is about to fall apart. I'm telling you right now, it would not surprise me if we start to see transfers. It would not surprise me if we start to hear about locker rooms. It would not surprise me at all. This shit's about to get worse. This shit is about to get worse. We can't comfortably beat an Appalachian State team. We can't beat a Michigan State team that won 2 games last year. I'm telling people all the time, it comes down to accountability, blocking, and tackling. And when you have no accountability, the players can't reach a next level. When Will Mallory gets blown up on a block, right? Knocked back 5 yards into his own player, doesn't even touch a defender, doesn't get into a defender's face, and just gets to stay in the game, no accountability. When he drops a pass, no accountability. You're not getting better. You're not getting better. Because he knows I can do whatever the fuck I want to and it ain't gonna take me out this game. I can drop as many passes as I want to. I can get knocked out, but I'm gonna stay in this game, baby. Life is good. I can drop as many passes as I want to. Life is good. I can miss as many tackles as I want to, and they not taking me out this game, baby. No accountability. So that's what happens when you cannot tackling. And I'm seeing a lot of metrics that come out that say this is the worst tackling team ever. Under Manny Diaz, Mr. Rugby Tackle, Mr. Tackling Donuts, this team gets worse and worse every year at tackling. And when you can't block, and we've seen the inability to move anybody, 52 rushing yards? Oh, my Lord. When you cannot do those three things, you're in for a long season. And let me tell you, those are 3 things that cannot be fixed. You cannot fix accountability. A coach, you as a leader, you can't Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday let people do whatever the fuck they want to, then come in Thursday and try to be a real leader, be a stern and a leader that demands greatness, because it's not what you've already shown them. So they're going to look at you like you're silly and like you're trying to be somebody that you're not. Tackling, you cannot improve tackling week to week in between the season because of the rules. Now, the rules are you can't take people to the ground as much. You can't do that. That's why you have to practice it in the off season. And I don't know where the clip is, and I don't know where he said it, but I've been told that Tyreek Stevens has said there was a big difference in how much Manny Diaz in Miami Hurricanes practice tackling to what they did at Georgia. And I believe it. And blocking is the same thing. I mean, listen, we're week 3 into the game, and coaches are making changes on the offensive line when everybody knows offensive line is about camaraderie. And you want to talk about now you know? You didn't know it during practice? No accountability, can't block, can't tackle. There's not going to be a run through the ACC, so cut that out. Now, there's still a lot of people that says, Will Mallory dropped those passes. Is that Manny Diaz's fault? Gervin Hall missed those tackles. Is that Manny Diaz's fault? My old high school coach, he always told me this, and this is something we've all heard. You either coach it or you're allowing it. So if Manny Diaz sees Will Mallory dropping a pass and there's no consequences, and then later on in the game he drops a pass, that's on Manny Diaz because he decided to ride with Will Mallory. Now Mike Harley, he dropped the pass and then went up and made a hell of a catch later on in the game. You gotta live with your decisions. But when you control who goes on that field, then yeah, you're partially to blame too if they don't produce. Because you're either coaching it or you're allowing it. Somebody should have told Mike Harley to stop fucking jumping every time he catches the ball a long time ago. But y'all either taught him that, or y'all have allowed it to now he's a senior and he can't change his ways. So yes, when the players aren't living up to their expectations, when the players aren't doing right and you don't take them out the game, then yeah, that is some of your fault. I want to know this. I just want to know what y'all think. Do you believe in Manny Diaz? Let me know in the comments.